Woke up this little moon and my diamonds came in from Elliot. Pearls on that fucking bitch's neck, she so elegant. Shop about the fucking mall, so much made me a resident. This Maybach got 4 windows tinted, on it feel like the president. How I'm coming, I'm just standing this.
Hello, welcome back to the Crooked Hour. Today we're going to be going over our recap for UFC Vegas 59, Santos vs Hill, and looking forward to this weekend's card, Vera vs Cruz. Saying our bets, picking our picks. You know what the thing is. You know what we're doing here. So, we're going to go over the recap first. Not a terrible weekend. We're up, but the way I track my units and bets kind of messed up because, as you know, Ariane Lipski, what's her name? Ariane Lipski dropped out and Quinlan dropped out, and they're coming to this card. So for some reason, Bet MMA Tips has kept the parlays but just transferred them over. But on my sports book, it refunded them, so it's kind of hard to keep track of there. But I think I figured out I'm up about 2 units, which is good. 2 units, that's how we want. Since I've started this show, we're still down like 3 units, so we're trying to get above that. And I'm hoping this weekend might just get us one step closer, or maybe tip us over. This was a risky weekend though, but we will get into that. First off, we'll recap this card. Lock of the week hit Terrence McKinney. I'm 8 on 8 on the lock of the weeks now, and they're not just all the biggest favourite. Like, we picked Kevin Holland before, we've picked Andrea Muniz before, we've picked, who else have we picked? Let me go up. Margomed and Kalaya, pretty big favourite though. Mark DeCasey, pretty big favourite though. Bill Algeo, that's the biggest flex. Bill Algeo in a fight that a lot of people are saying he was going to lose. So, man, the lock of the week's hitting. If you just bet the lock of the week every week, if that's why you come here, boom. There's your other hit, Terrence McKinney. Let's go. And then do this week's, boom, we're just hitting 8 for 8, baby, 8 for 8. Dog of the week was Brogan Walker. I just thought that she had the advantages off tape, primarily on the ground, but she just got dogged. Actually, I think it was on the feet that she had the advantage. I don't even know. I just thought for the dog odds that she would have put up a good fight, and she didn't. And Miller's just annoys me, man. I'm sorry to say it, but Miller, I know everybody's like on it. They're like, Miller, funny, you know, she does a little Bruce Buffer thing, but I just don't like her. I'm just not a fan. She's just annoying. And that's all there is to it. She's annoying. Maybe she'll grow on me, but at this point, she's just annoying. Ariane Lipski pulled out due to illness. Brogan Walker, 0.5 units, didn't land. Muhammad Usman, we got the dog. This should have been me dog of the week, baby. You know, everybody was like, no, don't hit Muhammad Usman, don't hit him. And I had this little gut feeling. I was like, the whole week, I was like, I need to put a little bit on Muhammad Usman to get it done. And he got it done. I expected it to be by decision. I said that in my show. But man, he just knocked him out. I've never seen that from him before. But I'm glad he did it anyway, because that put us in clear waters. I wish I just put more on him. Now, we had a rough time with the props. But we were on the right path. You know, I said in me how to bet both ways in the first 2 rounds for Hill, and then I ended up changing it to first 3 rounds. So I had Hill wins in round 1, 2, or 3. Had a unit on that, did not hit. He knocked him out in round 4. Like, why couldn't that just be round 3? Like, that's what I expected to happen, but a round lower. Like, if Santos didn't take that round 3 to wrestle, maybe we would have seen it in that round 3. Like, that's what I expected, but just a bit earlier. I just expected it to be a bit earlier. Hill to win by TK round 1. You know, I was just hoping he was riding that first win streak, the first round win streak, but Santos is a tough challenge. And as the fight got closer, I kind of knew that this bet wasn't likely to hit. Quinlan by TK KO got postponed, so we've got a bet on it this card. Hill and Battle 1. 2-leg parlay pays 191. 4-leg parlay pays 3.13. Battle, McKinney, Lipsky, Hill. We got refunded the Lipsky, so it didn't actually pay out at this amount, 0.83. It paid out a lesser one, but anyway, that still paid out. Battle put on an excellent performance. McKinney does what he always does, and Hill got the KO. And then I had my 3-leg parlay of fights do not go the distance, and no fight went the distance on this card, so this parlay was safe. But Wynn and Quinlan weren't on the card, but McKinney Gonzalez didn't go the distance. Sakai Spivak didn't go the distance. I was getting a bit nervous for a minute that fight was going to go the distance. It was very wrestle heavy. Sometimes in wrestle heavy fights, they just go the distance. So, you know, I was stressing a little bit there, but we got there in the end. And then 2-leg parlay. So, yeah, we got rid of the Lipsky 60 plus strikes landed because postponed to this card. I actually haven't played at this card. Maybe I will, but I don't think so. I think all my bets are put down. McKinney wins by TKO or sub, hit. Hill wins by TKO decision, hit. That paid out at something. It would have been, because Lipsky dropped it a bit. Oh, the Tommy, I think it was like 1.80 or something. It was something like that. Anyway, that's the recap. That's how we went last week. Went pretty good. If you played just the parlays of mine, you would have been up. If you went, nah, Hill's not going to win the first 3 rounds. If you went, nah, Brogan Walker, Miller's just better, mate, then you would have been up this weekend. So that's what I always say. Tail what you want to tail, because I'm an emotional better, but I'm also kind of strategic. So you got to just bet what you want to bet here. Now we go to the overview of this week. We're going to start off with Lock of the Week, Lupita Godinez. It's going to hit. Just put a bet on it because Lock of the Weeks, we're making it 9 of 9 here. Angela Hill, how's she going to win this? She will have to try and outpoint Lupita. Lupita's a wrestler. Angela struggles against wrestlers. I can't see her outpointing her to a decision, and I can't see her knocking her out or submitting her. So Lupita is a lock. Dog of the Week, Devin Clark. Now, I didn't actually pick Devin Clark. Like, you might. This is the first dog I've never picked. I haven't picked that I put up. But I was just looking through the dogs, and I was like, who's my favourite dog? Which dog do I think is most likely going to win? And I had to pick Devin Clark just because of the wrestling. But I'm not putting a bet on it because Devin Clark, he gives up sometimes, in my opinion. He gives up, and it just doesn't seem like he really wants it sometimes. And he's versing a great kickboxer who's going to put that pressure on him. So I honestly do think he's going to lose, and I don't want to play his underdog line. But if you had to say, if you're pointing a gun at me head, which dog do you think is most likely to win on this card? Devin Clark is who I would say. Now I want to go over to the picks. I only got 2 picks this week. One favourite and one dog. Marlon Vera, 2 units to win 1.04 units. Big. This is an emotional bet. So if you're a Dom fan, I mean, just watch my how to bet both ways. It'll tell you how to bet both ways. If you're on Dom or Marlon Vera, I'm not going to spoil it here. Go watch the video. It's a good one. I put a lot of effort into it, so go check it out. But yeah, I'm playing Marlon Vera moneyline as a more emotional bet just to get me involved in the fight. And the odds weren't too bad. Like, I don't mind playing Marlon Vera at this price. I do think Marlon Vera is going to win. I feel like he has the more path to victory here, and I just big fan of Marlon Vera, especially after his last performance against Rob Font. Next up, Yasmin Lucindo, 0.5 units to win 0.93 units. As this is getting closer, I'm more realizing this is a bad bet, but I don't pull out. I don't cash out on my bets, because if this does hit, I'm going to be kicking myself over it. It's a close fight that nobody really knows much of. Her opponent does look a little bit more impressive, but for a dog, you know, it's too close. It's too close. It's a low-level MMA fight. They're both young. Both always making improvements. Her opponent, the other Yasmin, has versed the better opposition, but this Yasmin, yeah, it's a close for underdog odds, so that's why I'm picking this dog. And this might be the third weekend in a row where I pick a dog in a low-level MMA, a women's MMA fight, and they lose. So let's see if we can break that streak. 0.5 units to win, 0.93 units. Not bad if it lands, but I probably wouldn't tail me on that one, honestly. I just think it's a close fight. Do some research, maybe make up your mind. But yeah, if you're looking for a dog in a close fight, that's a good dog. But maybe look at Devin Clark first, honestly. Now we're going to props. Got 3 props. We're carrying over 1 prop from last week. Quinlan by TKO KO, 0.8 units to win, 0.8 units. I feel like if Quinlan's going to win, this is how he's going to win. And I do feel like he's going to win. His opponent, Witt, is a wrestler. I don't know if he's going to be able to get Quinlan down. And Witt's got a terrible chin. Like, he has a terrible chin. And I feel like if he gets punched, he's going to be feeling it. So, or maybe he won't be feeling it because he'll be unconscious, honestly. So, yeah, that's my prop for Quinlan versus Witt. Quinlan wins by TKO KO. 0.8 units to win, 0.8 units. Next up, Vera by sub. You're probably like, why are you playing Vera by sub? If you listen to my How to Bet Both Ways, you'll know why. It's again more of just a funny bet. Like, if he does land the sub, I'm going to be jumping up and down. Like, he probably won't land it. There's probably like 10% chance in the whole fight if I had to say it. But just imagine this, right? This is what I've been thinking. Hitting Cruz, collects a nice shot on him, right on the chin. Cruz dives for a takedown like he always does. Vera wraps up a dash choke, chokes him out. I mean, Vera's got more submissions than TKO wins. It's just the truth. I think he's even got more than than decision wins. More submission wins than decision wins. That could be wrong. But probably won't hit because Dominic Cruz doesn't get submitted often. I mean, he's got submitted once in his career, I think. Or maybe more. I do not know. Let me check that. Yeah, he's lost once by submission in his whole career. Make that 2. How about we make that 2 here, Marlon Vera? Let's make it 2. But yeah, I mean, if you've been thinking on it and then you're like seeing this, maybe just put it on. Maybe just put a little bit. Like, I've only got 0.1 unit on it. I mean, maybe tail me. Under 2.5, Osborne versus Nam, 0.6 units to win, 0.48 units. Osborne packs that power. Nam, hard to finish, yes, but give me 2.5 rounds, and I think Osborne can get it done. And on the off case, Nam does connect Osborne, you know, somehow. Then we hit this, under 2.5 rounds. Also, I will just say, if you listen to No Bets Barred by Connor Burks and his co-host, that's where I got the idea of this bet from. Watched some tape, thought it wasn't a bad idea. Next up, we go to the parlays. So what do we have here? We got a few parlays. And a lot of them cross over. That was kind of the theme. I wanted to have 3 parlays that all kind of cross over. So say if someone loses, at least there's a chance the others will hit. But if they all hit, that's a lot of money. So we got 3 2-leg parlays and 1 4-leg. I don't know why it says 2-leg. Typo. But first parlay, Silva to win, Godinez to win, 0.8 units to win, 0.6. Bruno Silva, watch my How to Bet Both Ways on Silva versus GM3, and you will know why I'm picking this bet. He's just got the way better striking. I think he can avoid the ground game of GM3 and knock him out, probably in the first round, honestly. Or second round. First or second round, Silva wins by TKO. But for the sake of this parlay, we're just going to play Silva. Next, Godina's in the parlay. You already know why I picked Godina. She's my lock of the week. She's just going to grapple Angela Hill, I feel like, and win a dominant decision. 30-27 decision. 2-leg parlay. 0.8 to win 0.67. Osborne and Godina's. So I swapped out silver in this one for Osborne, just in case GM3 pumps out that choke. Osborne and Godina's, if they both get it done, we get the win. As I said before, Osborne packs that power. He's just the better striker in the matchup, in my opinion, and could see him knocking out the older fighter in that. 2-leg parlay, 2 units to win 1.4. We're playing it big. Now, I didn't realise when I made this bet, haven't been very organised this week at all. I've been kind of all over the place this week, but I like these parlays. These parlays are very enticing to me. I feel like this is a very good week to play parlays. So take what you want from these parlays and maybe make your own, because I think this is a good card for parlays. We've got a lot of favourites that aren't too juiced, that if they win, you could make some decent money. 2-leg parlay, 2 units to win 1.4 units, silver to win, Godina's to win. Yeah, that's just the same as before. So I've got 2 of the same parlay. As I said, all over the place. I'm all over the place. And then we go to the final parlay. The 8-leg mothership parlay. These are a rare thing. You will see them in the future, but these are a rare thing. 8-leg parlay, 0.5 units to win 6.39 units. We're hitting this, baby. We're hitting it. I don't care what anyone says. We're hitting this. We've got Osborne to win. Confident about that. Benitez to win. Confident about that. Bidet to win. Bit iffy on that. That's a bit sweaty. Lipsky to win. A bit sweaty. A bit sweaty again. I've accidentally went over parlay as well. But I got too excited. We're going to go back to that 4-leg parlay. We've got Quinlan. Pretty confident. Anama. A little bit nervous, but pretty confident. Silva. Confident. Godina's. Confident. If we can get Bidet out of the way. If we can get Anama out of the way, I'm pretty confident, honestly. I'm pretty confident. If we hit this parlay, I'm running to the bank. You can take it with me. 8-leg mothership parlay. To recap, Osborne, Benitez, Bidet, Lipsky, Quinlan, Onama, Silva, Godina's. Feel free to play it with me. This is my favourites on the card. I was going to add Vera, but I thought I'd just leave it at 8. But if you want to make this a 9-leg, chuck Vera in there. Or if you're really confident on Cruz, chuck Cruz in there, honestly. 4-leg parlay to wrap this up. Osborne to win, as I said above. Godina's to win, as I said above. Lipsky to win, as I said, a little bit nervous in that one. Just because I feel like she's going to win it, but I am a little bit nervous because of the illness she had. I think it's going to be a catch weight now, which is an advantage to Lipsky, to be honest, because then she doesn't have to cut all the weight. And Vera vs Cruz fight to start round 2. This is the MMA Hour parlay with a little twist to it. They had over 2.5. Couldn't find it on my sports book, so I just said fight will start round 2. MMA Hour parlay. I listened to the MMA Power Hour. GC's the man. Get some advice from them when I have to, and I'm playing the parlay. Got to be a part of it. So, yeah. Overall, let's go back to the overview. That's the overview. That's what we're playing. Bit all over the place this pick show. I kind of just made the bets off feels, sorta. Off feels, off tape. My parlays, I'm pretty confident. It's going to crush me if they lose, because I am pretty confident that all my 2 legs will hit. All my 2 legs should hit. The Osborne, a little bit iffy, but Silva and Godina should hit. I'll be very surprised if they don't hit. GM3 is a live dog against Silva. He can pull the submissions out of nowhere, but I really rate Silva after that fight against Alex Pereira. yeah, that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As you can see, I'm mixing things up a little bit. Got the green screen behind me, but it'll just be clear for you. Try and put some more effort into this channel. Trying to upload a little bit more. This is me relaxing one. This is my relaxing one. I like to sit here, go over my picks with you guys, kick back, discuss UFC, and then my how to bet both ways more of like professional. I'm actually trying to help you guys out, breaking down the fights, and hopefully expect more stuff. I'm trying to think of new ideas. Don't want to steal any ideas off anybody else, so I'm trying to think of my own unique ideas. And yeah, we're gonna hit this card. We're gonna win this card. I'm not gonna jinx myself at all, but this 8-leg mothership parlay, it might just hit. Anyway, guys, thank you all for listening. Appreciate you all for watching, and as always, have a good one.